Today we are going to talk about tying knots. Very simple, universal knots, and then of course a little bit more of a technical knot that will help you bring more fish to the boat. But first we'll start off with the very universal knot that can be used on hooks, lures, spinnerbaits, chatterbaits, all kinds of different applications for this knot, hence the reason they call it a universal knot. So let's get started. We are going to need, of course, line, fishing line. We're going to use a hook, and then lubrication. Anytime tying knots, you want a form of lubrication, and the best form of lubrication, of course, in fishing will be for fishing knots will be water. You can use your mouth. Saliva will work if you're in a boat or whatever. That's the best way in that application. So let's start by if we can pick up this line somehow. Alright, I got it. And let's start our first knot. We are going to take our line and feed it through the eyelet of the hook. And we're going to bring that line back a fair amount. See there? We're going to run it back. After you have doubled it back, see here, like I have, I like to pinch it with my hand and come back this way, back towards the eyelet. Now we are going to make 6 simple loops. As you can see how we've got it doubled back, we're making the loops to the inside of our first fold there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now here's where lubricating your line really comes in handy. Go ahead and lubricate your line. This will prevent snags and any other discrepancies when seating this knot. So go ahead and start to straighten your knot out, pull it out. Once you get it looking pretty good like that, then you can actually let go of your tag end. This being the tag end. You can let it go for a minute. Hold your hook and then start pulling the actual line end, not the tag end, and you start bringing your knot down closer to the hook. Once you get to about that close, grab your tag end again and start to cinch up your knot. Once you're getting a little closer, take it down, run it hard. Oop. Hold on to your knot, give it a little snug there. Grab both ends. There we go. Looks good. There's your universal knot. And this works good on crankbaits, jerkbaits, hooks of all shapes and sizes. That is a very universal knot. Good luck. Okay, the next knot we're going to tie is a very great knot that's going to help you hook more fish just from the way you tie this knot. This knot is ideally used for finesse fishing or worming. So let's tie the knot, and then once the knot's tied, I can give you an explanation or an example of how this knot will help you hook and bring more fish to the boat. So let's first grab our hook and get our line, and we want to take our line and come in from the top. This being the top, pointed end up. Here's your eyelet, come in this way, not underneath, from the top. This makes a difference. So bring in through the top, bring it down, and give yourself plenty of slack, and bring your line back around. See how we're making the loop there? Now bring your line and pinch it, and we are going to start our loops around the shank of the hook just below the eyelet. So come in, make one loop, and then I like to pinch that loop and bring it around and come over this way. We're going to make 7 loops around this and then bring it right through that eyelet to cinch it up. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it's important to bring your loops close together and line them up side by side. Whee! That happens, it's okay, we just start over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go ahead and scoot these down a little bit. Finish 6, and here's 7. Now once you've made your 7th loop, bring your tag into the line through the loop down towards the actual hook part and slide this up. Now once we get closer, remember, lubricate that line. So that would be the time. Put it in your mouth, lubricate it. We're going to use our bowl of water. So now that our line is lubricated, we're going to go ahead and pull that back up. See how it's already pulling tight? Hold our tag end, give it a tug, make sure everything's good here. Boy, that line is lubricated. I can't hold on to it. Okay, now give it a good cinch. That is on there good now. Go ahead and trim the excess here. There's your knot. Good looking knot. Now where this knot is going to help you catch more fish is, see how the line comes in through the top of the hook? That actually acts as a pivot point. So when you have your worm on, or your lizard, or whatever you're working with, your soft plastic, and you get a fish come in and bite it, he may not, hit it right to where he instantly hooks himself. And of course you need to set the hook. Depending on how he has it set in his mouth, and you set the hook, hopefully it pulls right into his lip. But with this knot, when you pull tension on the line, see how it instantly wants to pull the hook forward? The tip end up. That's going to put that tip end up into his lip. And you set that hook more, that's going in that lip and hooking him good. Which means more hooks in more fish's mouth, which equals more fish in the boat, rather than tying it a different way to where the hook just still pulls out. This is pulling it up, anchoring it in, getting that really good hook set. Hopefully that helps you guys, and I'll see you on the water.